Oh shit, what the fuck? No, this is bad. This can't be happening right now. Gyra's got another battle? Oh shit, everyone better be watching. I'm gonna get mad if no one's watching. Yep, Gyra's back. He's got a battle versus the NULT. It's a war battle. Full power versus Renegade. This shit's going down. Let's see what happens. Okay, I go NULT. He goes NULT elf. I'm like, you don't get an elf. You're a faggot. And he U-turns. I'm like, mine's cooler because it breathes fire because it's just that fucking cool. And he raises special attack. I go Fire Blast, and that's gonna do a lot. I'm like, okay, this thing's gonna like Dark Pulse, or it's gonna do Tri Attack. So I go into Master Hacks, but it T-Rolls. I'm like, what the? Never mind. But yeah, that's a lot. And I'm like, you're supposed to be a wall. You're supposed to like wall that shit. And it T-bolts again, so I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna let it die because it wasn't really that important. And wouldn't really have done much in this battle is the thing. But now I go into meta, and I'm gonna set up my agility. He has Bronzong. I'm like, what the hell? Who uses Bronzong anymore? I expected it to be a heat-proof Bronzong, so I went Earthquake, but it has Levitate. I'm like, whoa! So I go out into this thing, and I'm like, okay, so he probably expects it to be a Scarfrachi, right? Right. So I go out, and I go sub. Now I'm gonna Calm Mind as he switches out into Enchilada. So, yep, Calm Mind. And, he Earthquakes, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's a Scarf Flygon then, since it's faster. And I'm timid, max speed. So, yeah. So, I Calm Mind again. And I'm like, I think I could live it, but I didn't want to take the chance. So I go out into Birdie, and Birdie goes Intimidate off. He goes Thunder Punch. I'm like, okay, so it's Expert Belted, and it doesn't do that much actually. So I do a Double Edge, thinking just in case he switches back into Gyarados. That did a lot, not as much as I wanted to. I wanted it to KO, so I go back out into meta because I know he's gonna Thunder Punch. And I know he's gonna switch back into Bronzong, so I'm gonna switch out into NULT. Let the video catch up for a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna do my shoutouts. Taylor Rain, Moody, Shada, Trey, FTAK, Infern Rape, Knives, Krama, Monster, Blaine, aka Dark Knight 65. Who else do I got? Necros Lich, Duke Fan, To Be the Man, Sakes, Absols, Smug, Meta, you don't get one. You're not cool enough. Someone else too, I don't remember who. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so Birdie dies, and I'm like, okay, that sucks, but I got into meta because I know that Bronzong is gone, and he's pretty much going to sweep this team right now. So I set up my agility, thinking, okay, so I'm pretty safe right now. So I go Thunder Punch, thinking, okay, he might predict me to Meteor Mash, but he plays it really safe and goes out into Flygon. And, yeah, now I Meteor Mash it, and that thing's dead. So I'm like, haha, meta bitch, sweep. So it goes out in NULT self right now, and I'm like, okay, this thing's gonna U-turn out, right? It explodes. I'm like, whoa! Okay. And it did a lot, so I'm like, okay. I thought it would, like, I don't know. It didn't do that much for an explosion. So light screen goes down. I'm like, okay, that doesn't matter for meta, but actually could help down the road. So I Earthquake thinking, okay. And then, like, right when I clicked it, I'm like, wait. That Reflect's still up, so yeah, I lose my sweep, which kind of sucks. But now I'm gonna go out into NULT and Psychic Mount St. NULT as he vacuums. I'm like, you're an idiot. It's not gonna do anything. Psychic Mount St. NULT goes down. Okay, so what happens now? Oh yeah, he goes into Blue Duck. I'm like, okay, this thing's in Thunderbolt, so I'm gonna switch out into Birdie. No, I don't switch out. Birdie's already dead. Whoa, I'm way behind. Okay, so he Tri-Attacks, and it takes out that thing. So I got an iPhone, thinking, okay, the thing's stuck in it. So it's not going to do anything, right? and it turns out I get a burn. And I'm like, really? That is the gayest thing that could happen right now. So I set up my sub, which really was not a good idea. So he attacks again, and I'm gonna go ahead and psychic. That's gonna take out blue duck, and now it's 2v1. I'm like, okay, so all he's got left is Gyarados, and I'm like, I think T-Bolt might be able to take it out, but not quite sure. Goes out in Mewtwo. I'm like, okay, intimidate, all that. Go T-Bolt. I'm like, okay, I think it's gonna KO. I think it's gonna KO, or get Parahacks. If I get Parahacks, yeah, that would be awesome. But I get neither, and it went down to red. And I'm like, that sucks. That really freaking sucks. He DDs. I'm like, what if I was a Scarf? Nah, never mind. I can't because I suck. I'm an idiot. But yeah, he waterfalls. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. It's 1v1 right now, and it's J-Dog versus Mewtwo, and I'm like, I just won this thing. Holy cowie. And, so I surf for the first turn thinking, let's see how much it does. It does nothing. Like, almost literally nothing. So I'm gonna, Calm Mind, I think twice, if I remember right. No, only once. I'm pretty sure it's only once. But yeah, he Stone Edges, and that did more, so I'm like, okay, I think that one's max damage. So, he taunts this turn. I'm like, are you retarded? So I go Surf. And that put it down to red. I'm like, okay, 2 more and it's dead. And yeah, he goes Stone Edge again, and that brings me down to 160. Now, I know I can live 1 more Stone Edge. For sure, and I pretty much win unless he gets a crit. So he goes Stone Edge and he misses, which doesn't matter at all. So good game, NULT. Renegade is gay. All that shit. Full power wins 3-0. Yeah. Peace out, my nigglets.